Hi, welcome to my video blog once again. I know that I haven't had this video blog for like 5 weeks now. Yeah, and I promised the last time that I would be back the following week for week 6, but I haven't really had the time to do it. So now I'm doing it, compensating for all those weeks that I missed. But don't worry, I'm still gonna be telling you guys everything that happened since my last video blog. That being said, this video blog might be really long, like maybe, I don't know, like 25 minutes. Yeah, probably that long. Either that or I'm just gonna cut it in two. So yeah, so we're gonna start with week 6, week 6 was the halfway show week. So for the whole week, that week, we were just like rehearsing and rehearsing, and something really important happened for the actors that week, because that week was the time when our stage was built. Like, for the first time ever, the actors are finally getting something really important for us. So now we have the stage in our acting studio, which is a really good thing because it just feels different performing up on stage. And I think it really helps. Like, it actually feels like we're performing when we had a stage. Like, it just feels different up when you're actually up on a stage performing. So, and that's a good thing because it really helps, like, into character, like preparing, like mentally preparing yourself that this is the real thing. Like, it maybe just the acting studio, but the stage makes it feel so much different. And yeah, so we had dress rehearsals, and we get to film the show with a 3 camera setup, which is something that has never happened before during my entire stay here. So it just happened now. And when we had the dress rehearsal, when we were filming it, it actually felt like the real deal, for me at least. And I don't know why. Why was that? Like, the moment that I entered the acting studio, I got so nervous. Like, oh my god! Like, when I see these people, like, there were like some of the staff from school were actually there to watch, and the filmmakers and the cameras all set up, and I started to feel nervous. Like, I didn't know why. Like, oh my god! Like, I guess it's the feeling that the stage gives. Yeah, that's how different it is for us actors to have the stage finally. And then the night of the halfway show, uh, yeah, it was so surprising how many people came that night. Like, the acting studio was filled with so many people. It's so unbelievable. And it was kind of a variety show for us. Like, there's singing and dancing, and then there's the acting. And I am so glad and satisfied with the way everything turned out that night. I mean, aside from the monologues, the zombie monologues, and yeah, the monologues that we did live as well, and then the 3 scenes that I did with Britt, they all turned out fine. And I really like how it all turned out, and I really like all the positive responses that we got from the audience. And yeah, so it was a good night. And then after that night, we had a night out, me, Angelica. Oh, did we have a night? Oh, we were just at Tiki. We went to Tiki, me, Angelica, Brett, and the rest of, yeah, and the rest of the acting students and the filmmakers as well. That night didn't end so well for me personally, but still, that's just like a small part for that night. The rest of the day went really fine, and I want to remember that night as something that was really good for me. And then yeah, week 7. Week 7, we started the 7th week with interviews for Way of All Fish. So week 7, we started it with interviews for the play. So Britt and I had a short interview for Way of All Fish, like describing what the play is about, the characters that they're playing, and then inviting the people to come and see the show. And then for the 1-on-1s and 2-on-1s, they did short interviews for the scenes that they were gonna do from Almost May. And it's a really cool thing, like, as for an actor, because I don't know if it's just me, but I've always fancied interviews, and I really like it when people would ask me questions and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I just really enjoy it. So doing that interview for Way of All Fish was really cool, and I was really excited about it. And yeah, it was a cool thing. And then for the during this week, Brit and I were still having trouble with the lines. Mostly it's just Brit, but I couldn't say that I got it all perfect for week 7 because I still had to pick up the cues and everything, and yeah, but we worked through it. Oh, and then week 7 was my birthday week, so I celebrated my birthday June 4th. Yeah, I turned 16 for the 5th time. Yeah, so I celebrated it with Brett and Angelica. We just went out to have some dinner at this Indian restaurant. We went there because we were supposed to meet a fortune teller because we would love to have our cards read. But when we went there, the fortune teller wasn't there, so we didn't get to have our cards read. But anyway, we still enjoy the food. Like, it is really, really good. So yeah, I celebrated with a good dinner, and then we went bowling at SM, and then we went out. Uh, we went to cable. We were supposed to go to cable car, but apparently it was closed. To our surprise, like we never knew cable car closes actually. So we just went to Mango Square and had fun there, and it was a really really fun night. And then, and then we also joined the filmmakers for a little while that day because they had to film something for their class, so we put up some kind of improv show so that they could film stuff, and it was really fun. And then later the weekend, Britt and I went to SM to support Ate Cherry, a former acting student in IFT. We went there to support her because she had a culminating show at this acting workshop that she was taking. So we went there and supported her and MD actually. And then Britt bought turtles because she has always wanted turtles. Apparently, she bought 2 of them, chocolate and vanilla, which is right here. This is vanilla. Say hi, vanilla. Yeah. Ooh, do you love the camera? So yeah, and then week 8 we did character voice for our voice class, which was really fun actually. Like, we get to read scripts that our Kevin, our mentor, wrote. Three Little Pigs, Cinderella, Cinderella and Red Riding Hood, and they're not your usual fairy tales, but they're fun to read. But they're really fun to read. Yeah, they had different twists and turns, but yeah, they were fun to read and do character voices for the script.